Hi, tonight we're going to talk about evolution to higher states of consciousness. To get high, we need to transcend our active mind to experience our unitive consciousness. As we quiet our minds, we arrive at our consciousness, and the deeper we go, the higher we get. In the state of consciousness, we are beyond our everyday mind, the thinking and worry it creates. We have transcended our mental problems, so the body is relaxed and we are awake in the present. The past is absent, so we don't dwell on it, and the future is not here yet, so we don't dream about it. We are paying attention to the here and now and totally in love in the present moment. In the present, the spiritual dimension opens up to us as we answer our unique wake-up call, living and being in the moment and completely engaged in play, not work, as our dreams come true in the present when we are awake. Wayne Dyer said, "Stop acting as if life is a rehearsal. Live this day as if it were your last. The past is over and gone. The future is not guaranteed." Alan Watts said, "I have realized that the past and future are real illusions, that they exist in the present, which is what there is and all there is." Buddha said, "Life can only take place in the present moment. If we lose the present moment, we lose life." We start by not achieving a high level, but by looking beyond the mind and not at the mind. Another word for high consciousness is expanded consciousness, because it liberates us from the limitations of the ego. It is a mystical experience where we are not isolated, but in a dimension where we transcend to an expanded and greater awareness, where we are one with everything. This new expanded perspective has roots in all the religions and ancient spiritual practices, because it is awareness. Again, it starts with the awareness of our place in life, what shapes us to be unique, and being aware of our awareness. Therefore, it taps into qualities and abilities that may be developed, showing us possibilities and what it takes at each level of consciousness. It is all set in motion with our development of awareness and the realization of what each new level of consciousness brings. Rajneesh said, "Being aware of awareness itself, only consciousness can get you there to the truth of yourself, the immortal inner being." Eckhart Tolle says, "To be conscious of being, you need to reclaim consciousness from the mind. This is one of the most essential tasks on your spiritual journey." Lao Tzu said, "The key to growth is the introduction of higher dimensions of consciousness into our awareness." Einstein said, "There comes a time when the mind takes a higher plane of knowledge, but can never prove how it got there." Eckhart Tolle said, "Life will give you whatever experience is most helpful for the evolution of your consciousness." Not all forms of awareness are the same, because the cognitive processes lead to different dimensions and are influenced by the interplay between biology, culture, and life experiences. Different factors lead us to different states of consciousness to deal with our different subjective experiences, such as feelings, tastes, or opinions. For example, the earliest stage of subjective experience is that life happens to us. In this stage, we react to things, are defensive, keep away from things, and only occasionally live in the present. This drives us to the next stage, where life happens by us, and we take control because of our dissatisfaction with the powerlessness of the first stage. The effort to control everything leads to stress, anxiety, and discontent. When we realize that reacting and controlling has not made us happy, we enter the third stage, where we realize that life comes in contact with us by way of our thoughts, that life happens inside us, that our suffering and misery is caused by our thoughts. This is the time in our life where we turn to higher consciousness. Khalil Gibran said, "Your pain is the breaking of the shell that encloses your understanding." Dr. Seuss said, "Don't cry because it's over. Smile because it happened." Helen Keller said, "Although the world is full of suffering, it is also full of overcoming it." This brings us to the fourth stage, where the life happens for us, and we start to accept the natural flow of things, not to change or control them, but to experience them with awareness. This creates mindfulness that starts the fifth stage, where life happens through us. Where in this state, every moment is a positive experience leading to opportunities. Then in the sixth state, we realize that life is who we are and that we are consciousness. In our evolution, we developed a non-judgmental approach, developing a unity with everything and everyone around us. Black Elk said, "The first piece, which is the most important, is that which comes within the souls of people when they realize their relationship, their oneness with the universe and all its powers. And when they realize at the center of the universe dwells the Great Spirit and that its center is really everywhere, it is within each of us." Shakespeare said, "It is not in the stars to hold our destiny, but in ourselves." A Hindu proverb says, "There are hundreds of paths up the mountain, all leading to the same place." So it doesn't matter which path you take. The only person wasting time is the one who runs around the mountain telling everyone that his or her path is wrong. Thank you.